Reality is feeling the pangs of childbirth. And childbirth is painful. But what is waiting to breathe in the breath of life?
Where are you? Please, I need your help.
Is that what you think? That your little kid games will save you?
In a classroom full of students with its teacher, a battle between sinners and saints is taking place. A battle that remains unseen by the naked eye.
Welcome to the Jean Grey School of Higher Learning. As we know, the X-Men are teachers, and you're about to watch one of them start her philosophy class. But little does Danielle Moonstar know, is the plan that the universe has for her today.
Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Introduction into Philosophy. In this class, we are going to learn about different religions, mythology, and legends from around the world. So today, I figure I'd start out with, well, something a little bit scary. Shut up, Rockslide. This is a story from the Quran. It is said that the beings known as the jinn were born from a smokeless fire. It is said that God told the jinn to bow down to Adam, one of them being a jinn by the name of...
You seem interesting. Are you the one that I'm looking for? You have a lot of light, but no, it's not you.
Attention all students and faculty. This is your headmistress, Emma Frost. All classes are to be dismissed early today, and all students are to report to their dormitories, and do not leave the campus under any circumstances. I need all available members of the faculty to meet me in the war room as soon as possible. We have a situation. Ciao. For now. Okay, students, you heard the headmaster. Class dismissed. Oh, hey, kitty. Wait up. Did you hear what happened last night?
You mean that whole thing with Jean, Sabertooth, and whatever happened with reality last night? Yeah, I did. Hey, let's take a shortcut. Hold my hand. We'll walk through the school all together.
Thank you for joining us, ladies. Quite an entrance. Now, the reason for our little briefing. Last night, the professor was attacked and knocked unconscious, and we have yet to revive him. Might as well get comfortable, boys and girls. We'll be here for a while. And now that everyone is situated, I'd like to present a Forge, and Forge is going to go over the incident that happened last night.
Thanks, Emma, and if you don't mind getting the lights for me. At about 0300 last night, the professor was in his study, alone. With my holographic image inducer, I am going to show you last night's security footage. Alright, and as I was saying, at about 0300 last night, the professor was in his study, alone. He seems to be talking to somebody, but there is no one there. Then we have static. And then the image comes back to where the professor is unconscious. Moments later, Storm enters the room, and she finds him unresponsive. Before this took place, Storm and Cyclops were both under a psychic attack, while Jean was having an altercation with Sabertooth. She was his intended target from what we discovered.
Then what are we sitting around for? I say if anybody threatens Ginny, we take care of it right now.
It's not only Jean that we have to worry about, it's the professor as well. But then again, if you know who our enemy is, Logan, then tell us right now.
Sit down and shut up, Logan.
Why don't you come over here and make me?
That's enough, both of you. We have enough going on without causing more inner conflict.
Get out of my way, Red.
Cyclops, that's enough. I got this. You know, you could be just as bad as Wolverine sometimes. It's alright, my sister. I'll take care of this. Step aside. Logan, sheath those claws or use them on me.
Don't tempt me, Frill. You know I don't like taking orders from nobody.
Logan, I am just as dangerous and feral as you are. Do not underestimate me.
If it had been anyone else, Frel, these claws would have been dripping with blood. But I'll put him up this time. For you, Ro.
You can be quite melodramatic sometimes, Logan. But I know that deep down you're a teddy bear.
I'm anything but a teddy bear. You and I, we go way back. But you're right. I got a little carried away there.
Are we done with the theatrics? Thank you very much, Forge. You can have a seat. Jean, is there anything that Sabertooth may have said that could have given us a clue to why we're going through our little predicament?
All right. I'll tell you why I decided to have my little confrontation with Sabertooth. As you all know, my mutant power is empathy and telepathy. And I was afraid because Sabertooth was here, and I was worried that my mutant power was making everyone else afraid because I was. So to conquer that fear, I decided to confront Sabertooth one-on-one. And that's when he said,
I knew you'd come, Red. Sooner or later. You had to come.
You're awfully sure of yourself, Creed. Care to tell me why?
Because of you, Red. But you knew that, didn't you? You're the reason that I'm here. You're my target. If you think I'm gonna spend one moment in hell because of you, you're wrong.
and that's when it happened. It was like reality was breaking, if I could only explain what it felt like. And then I heard this voice. This voice that sounded like it was coming from the other side.
She stands in front.
What's going on?
And that's when Sabertooth said,
You see, our world is already breaking.
and as a battle ensued, he called me something. He said,
I'll get through your shield, little witness.
I had lost control of my powers just for a moment. And then,
You broke his neck, dear.
well, I got what I needed from his head, from his mind, his thoughts. And he was thinking of a Bible verse. I am Alpha and Omega,
The beginning,
the beginning and the end,
the first,
the first and the last. Well, afterwards, I thought that it was my fear that I was projecting onto all of you. But I was completely wrong. I was feeling his fear. And Sabertooth was completely terrified. And then I saw something else. A giant eye staring right back at me.